Hey guys, for this video, we're going to be focusing on section 4.5, which is all about feedbacks for Unit 4, cell communication and cell cycling for AP Biology or College Biology. Before we get started, make sure to note the disclaimer below. And as always, make sure to check out our earlier videos or later videos, just so you could hit that subscribe button as well and hit that like button just to ensure that we could create more videos just like this. So let's talk about feedback loops. So feedback loops exist with organisms. They use it to maintain a sense of homeostasis. And what we mean by homeostasis is the natural way a organism will be to succeed. And this is based on environmental responses, meaning that our own homeostasis as an organism is dependent on our outside factors. And we maintain different feedback loops like positive and negative feedback loops to ensure that we are maintaining that homeostasis essentially. An example of this is a negative feedback loop. You want to think of the fact that you're decreasing the reaction by maintaining an optimal internal condition to return back to homeostasis. And that's just a fancier way of saying, hey, we've got this individual here. Let's give this example. And humans, for example, have to maintain a certain temperature to be at homeostasis. But say that all of a sudden we decide to decrease the temperature of our environment. Maybe you're in an air-conditioned room. And then what ends up happening is you end up shivering as a response. So as you shiver, what ends up happening is that is to increase your internal body temperature. And that is going to make you maintain homeostasis. Another way to think about it is say that you increase the temperature of your outside environment. Say it's a really hot day outside, it's like 100 degrees outside. What do? You end up sweating, right? And then what ends up happening is the sweating process releases water so that way you can cool down to maintain that homeostasis. All of these processes are determined based on the fact that you want to maintain homeostasis by making sure that you're decreasing that reaction. You want to decrease the shivering or you want to decrease the sweating by releasing some sort of action that will therefore allow you to maintain homeostasis. So that's an example of a negative feedback loop. In contradiction, you can have a positive feedback loop. The goal is to amplify or speed up a response, and it sort of is a snowball effect. An example of this is during pregnancy. What happens is a baby will take up a space of their mother. And during that time, there are stretch receptors that activate the uterus to allow the baby to grow. Eventually, over time, the brain will release a signal from the mother to tell that oxytocin needs to be released. And what this helps do is it allows the uterus or the stomach part to contract. And so as you can see here, there are positive effects here. It's not just positive and negative based on negative feedback loops. We're basically increasing something. We're increasing the stretch receptors. We're increasing the oxytocin. All of this, what it does is it causes a muscle contraction where this allows for delivery of the baby. As you can see, there's a snowball effect here where one causes another, causes another, causes another, and we're amplifying the response to eventually allow for the baby to deliver. So, knowing this, let's take a moment to answer the following quiz question. Take a moment, pause this video, and then we'll review the answers together. Okay, now that you're done reviewing the question, let's try to figure out this together. I'm going to switch up the way that I respond to this answer by actually showing you the answer. So if you haven't done so, make sure to answer the question yourself. Pause this video while you're doing so, and then unpause once completed, and then circle back around. Okay, let's see if you got the correct answer. Did you get answer choice A, blood clot formation after a cut in the skin, I should say? So what they're looking for in this problem is a positive feedback loop. And it's kind of hard because you're given four scenarios that you probably haven't seen before, like blood clot, pH, increasing breathing rate, and regulation of the kidney function. Here's the thing. When you have a blood clot formation, you're adding something in response to the cut of the skin, which is why this is a positive feedback loop. Let's take a look at answer choice B, which talks about blood pH by bicarbonate buffering. And this is just a fancy way of saying that in buffering, the way that we're doing is we're sort of stabilizing the pH, which is relatively low. So pH of blood is under 7. And because of this, we know that if there's some sort of buffering, they're sort of maintaining homeostasis by not adding something in. So that's how you can eliminate answer choice B. Answer choice C says increasing breathing rate during physical activity stabilizes oxygen levels. Yes, we could say that increasing breathing rate maintains oxygen levels, and that is true. We are doing one to cause another. However, remember that if you're increasing your breathing rate, that is a maintenance of several different systems to ensure that you're increasing your oxygen level. It's not just breathing itself, it's breathing as a cause of your physical activity. So the thing is, you could stop being physically active, therefore stabilizing your breathing rate as well. So this isn't really a feedback loop per se, because a feedback loop is to generate homeostasis. We understand that, but by stabilizing oxygen levels, essentially, we're just saying that, okay, you breathe more as you exercise more, so be it. But also remember, you're decreasing CO2 levels, right? So that is a negative feedback loop. So that's a double entendre. Yes, we are increasing our breathing rate, but there are other things that are going on in the body, like decreasing CO2. So that's not fully a positive feedback. And then the last one, the regulation of the kidney function through antidiuretic hormone. This is a negative feedback because antidiuretic, if you see the word antidiuretic basically means that we're readjusting the water reabsorption. So that's more negative than positive. So I hope that quiz question helps you a lot to better understand how you could see a question like this as it relates to AP biology or college biology. Make sure to hit that subscribe button, and we hope to see you back soon. Hey, Geeking Out on STEM family, guess what? We want you to hit that subscribe button. Why? Because we'll be producing more content just like this for the AP Biology exam and the new digital SAT exam. By subscribing, you'll be getting exclusive, up-to-date tips, tricks, and secrets for both exams. Also, if you're a parent, a teacher, a homeschool instructor, or a student, you might be looking for affordable and exclusive digital products to help improve multiple choice questions, free response questions, or question bank questions related to both the digital SAT or AP Biology exam. We have them here. Make sure to check out our link tree in our bio for curated resources that you won't find anywhere else. These unique resources are designed to help you raise your score. By hitting the subscribe button, the more subscribers we get, by the way, the more videos we can make. So make sure to join our family to ensure that you get a perfect score for both exams.